Goal list.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Resume. Select. Skip. Settings. Skip. Resume.
Never like that.
Para la chingada, Joaquín.
New threads. Complete.
Peter,
Two.
you do halfway destroy the city.
XP. Cross button.
Tracker says Connors is in the Upper West Side sewers.
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
Better move.
Resume. Vertical.
Puta culpa, Rosalba. Peter, you do halfway destroy the city.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Meaning something.
Miles was off his game. We almost had Lizard.
Crime reported. Assault.
I'm sure he was just trying to help.
Sometimes it's just easier to do things myself.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
We're a team.
We just really need Connors right now. For Harry.
Okay. Let me know when you find him.
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Resume. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 8. Cross button. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to ground. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
Hello everyone and welcome. Today we have a theory on Twilight Princess.
I can get into the sewers up ahead.
Triangle button. Open. Resume. Quit. Triangle button. Open.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
Resume. Quit. Resume. Vertical.
Harry.
Tantos putos años.
Resume. Vertical list.
You're alive. Haven't heard from you in a while. Close to finding Dr. Connors.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Sticking with the antidote. This shit's coming right back to you.
Let me know when you find him.
Okay.
La chingada, Joaquín.
Resume.
La payasada eres tú, Rosalba. La payasada eres tú, Rosalba. La payasada eres tú, Rosalba.
Lead pipes are messing with the tracker signal. Where is he going? What's a security camera doing all the way down here?
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Only the lizard could leave a sewer worse than he found it.
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ground.
Don't think that was an accident.
L2
Connors
button.
doesn't want to
Plus.
be followed.
R2 button. Zip to wall.
Tu puta culpa,
L2
Rosalba.
Plus. R2 button. Zip to wall. L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to wall. L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to wall. L2 button plus R2 button zip to ground. L2 button plus R2 button zip to wall. L2 button plus R2 button zip to wall. L2 button plus R2 button zip to wall.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
He ripped open a sewer pipe. Must be
Puta
trying to
culpa,
flood the
Rosalba.
tunnels behind him.
L2 button plus
Where are you
R2 button
going,
zip to
Doc?
ceiling.
La payasada es tú, Rosalba.
L2 button plus R2 button zip to ground.
Seriously?
L2 button
That's
plus
another
R2
camera.
button zip to wall.
No way. Oscorp has a lab in the sewers?
Useless now.
Probably set this place up for Connors back in the day.
Triangle button
Must be off the
investigate
books.
symbol.
So many
Right
old
stick
antidotes.
look circle button
Useless
exit.
Now.
Triangle button
La
investigate
payasada es tú,
system.
Rosalba.
What the hell did Norman have Connors working on back here? They built a clean room too?
Triangle button resume. Triangle button investigate L2 triangle button investigate
This is our
workstation.
particle accelerator at the Foundation.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Connors used it to
Resume vertic
break down some mineral?
resume quit skips.
I got this.
Crush attacks cannot be parried or blocked. You must dodge when you see the blue warning for a crush attack. Press cross button to continue.
La chingada, Joaquín.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
in there, I could really use your help!
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Resume vertical list 1 of 9. Cross button, select circle
took a little
button,
bit of its
close.
assets and combined its tutorial section with what was there from the demo. The narrow paths and segmented areas ended up replacing the large open forest
Resume
that would have
vertical
been that
list
we know
1
existed in the
of
trailer.
9.
Obviously,
Cross button,
something had to exist
select
here
circle
before
button,
it
quit.
and
Vertical
points towards it being nuclear forest.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Connors! A brilliant scientist! You made some mistakes, but it doesn't have to end like this! He's down. Gotta make my move.
Va la chingada, Joaquín.
Tail's a real problem. Is this how you
Puta
want your
culpa,
family
Rosalba.
to remember you? You can still be with them!
Esta droga que me hicieron tragar.
Think of your wife!
La payasada eres tú, Rosalba.
Need you!
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Don't let your son grow up without his dad! You gotta fight! For him!
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Resume vertical list 1 of 9. Cross button, select circle button, close.
Other interviews with Alan and others who worked on Polyphysis, they say it originally had a different beginning.
How is he so big now?
L2 button plus R2 button, zip to wall. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
A la chingada, Joaquín. Puta culpa, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Tail's too long. Better just avoid it.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
A la chingada, Joaquín.
Resume, quit, skip cinematic, vertical list, 7 of 8. Resume, skip.
Well, that didn't work. I have the antidote.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Help you. Stop fighting me. This is the only way to get you back.
Carry, L1 button,
Gotta
or
move
jump,
when that
cross
tail
button,
comes out.
away from heavy attacks.
We could have finished this already.
L1 button,
Stay
R1 button,
still.
hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to wall.
Gotta ground him.
La chingada, Joaquín.
I saved you before.
Ahí eres tú, Rosalba.
R1 button,
Save you
hold,
again.
pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
I can cure you for good. Just meet me halfway here.
L1 button, R1 button, hold,
with assets from Tari Village.
pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold. Stun lizard to leave him vulnerable to counterattack.
Damn, he's fast.
Stun lizard to leave him vulnerable to counterattack. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Lizard is weak against webs. Lizard is weak against webs.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
L1 button, R1 button, hold.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. Tap R1 button to shoot webs at lizard and stun him. Press triangle button to web strike lizard while he's webbed up. Press triangle button to web strike lizard while he's webbed up. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Puta culpa,
L1 button,
Rosalba.
R1 button, hold, pull.
La payasada eres tú, Joaquín. Déjate de payasadas, Rosalba. Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Resume, quit, skip. Resume, quit, skip. Resume.
Peter, you two halfway destroyed the city.
Really not in the mood for the rampaging lizard in New York City thing right now. This is not happening. Stop! You're hurting people! Great, now the police are involved.
Porque lo que tú buscas, Manuel, es una puta mierda.
Triangle button. Zip to lizard. Resume. Setting. Triangle button. Zip to lizard.
Déjate de payasar, Rosalba.
Smash. Square button.
De payasadas, Rosalba. De payasadas, Rosalba. Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Triangle button. Zip to lizard. Resume. Setting. Resume.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Circle button. Resume.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
Hold. R2 button.
La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Warning. Lizard is escaping.
La payasada es tu, Rosalba. La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Resume. Vertical.
Tu puta culpa, Joaquín. La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Resume.
La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Circle button. Dodge debris.
La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Resume. Quit. Skips.
She had had enough. Es tu puta culpa, Rosalba. La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Resume. Quit. Skips.
La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
Resume.
If I have to hurt you, I will.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
After all the times I've helped you, I figured you could
La payasada es tu, Rosalba.
for once. Seriously? The tail is taking evolution way too far. You're too
L1
weak to
button.
get
R1
control
button.
back, aren't
Hold.
you?
Pull.
I'm gonna have to punch you out myself.
Parry. L1 button. Or jump. Cross button. Away from heavy attacks.
No wonder your family left you. You're not strong enough.
L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Resume. Vertical. Map. 1 of. Gadget.
Strongly relate to or on meeting as
4. 1 of 9 skills. 5 of abilities. 6 of abilities. 6 of 9 spider rush. Anti-venom submenu. Anti-venom strike. Horizontal list. Spider anti-venom blast. Submenu. Equip spider shock. Horizontal list. Anti-venom yank. Vertical submenu. Anti-venom tempest. Spider whiplash. Horizontal anti-venom yank. Horizontal list. Anti-venom tempest. Vertical list. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
They're scared of you.
L1 button. Map. 1 of 9 abilities. 6 of 9. Anti-venom bomb. Vertical submenu. Equip spider barrage. Anti-venom punch. Horizontal list. 3. Anti-venom spider rush. Anti-venom blast. Vertical lift. Anti-venom tempest. Anti-venom skills. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. Map. 1 of 9 abilities. 6 of anti-venom tempest. Vertical anti-spider rush. Vertical submenu. Anti-venom strike. Anti-venom L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
La chingada, Joaquín.
L1 button. R1 button. hold,
Puta
pull.
culpa, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Here's my chance.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Chingar a Joaquín.
Almost forgot. I picked up a new
L1 button,
trick.
R1 button, hold, pull. L1 stun lizard to leave him vulnerable to counterattack.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Stun lizard to leave him vulnerable to
Stay up there
counterattack.
forever.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
I can't do this forever. I'm not even
L1 button,
doing this
R1
for
button,
me.
hold, pull.
Harry
L1
needs
button,
you.
R1 button,
You remember
hold,
him?
pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button,
dying, Doc.
hold, pull.
I can't lose him.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
You can help him.
L1 button, resume, vertical, lift, L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull. L1 button, R1 button, hold,
He needs
pull.
the suit.
L1
And I
button,
need
R1
your
button,
help to
hold,
give it to
pull.
him.
L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to wall.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín.
No. I can inject the antidote into his gums if I get close enough.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín. La payasa eres tú, Rosalba.
Dodge, circle button, crush attacks. L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
La payasa eres tú, Rosalba.
Press L1 button, R1 button to yank open.
La payasada eres tú, Rosalba.
L1 button, R1 button, hold, pull.
Te lleva la chingada, Joaquín. Mierda.
Tap R1 button to shoot webs at lizard and stun him. Tap R1 button to shoot webs at lizard and stun
Puta
him.
culpa, Rosalba. Joaquín, no mi puta vida. Lo he hecho a perder. La payasada eres tú, Rosalba. Déjate de payasar, Rosalba.
Resume, skip, resume, skip.
Porque lo que tú buscas, Manuel. Una puta mierda.
Resume, skips. Resume,
¿Payasada qué?
resume, skip. Resume, skips. It shows you.
I'm wearing an alien.
2,250
Peter.
XP.
You halfway destroyed the city.
MJ, I'm glad you called. How you doing?
Good. Storing some more boxes at the house. Just checked on Harry. But how are you? I saw the
Resume, vertical list, 1 of 9, cross button, select, circle button, close.
One developer states, I also got the impression that we were being asked to change things one by one.
Resume, vertical list, 1 of 9, cross button, select, circle button, close.
Which everyone was concerned about, but didn't know how to handle. For instance, in the version we showed at E3, you were able to play through the first village in the game, but even though it was specifically designed for E3, I thought it was self-contained and that was very important.
news about the lizard chase.
I'm great. Connors is cured. The suit's still going strong, and apparently it's called the symbiote. Oh, and it's an alien, which is pretty nuts, right?
Wait, what? You don't sound concerned.
I'm a little concerned, but I also couldn't have stopped Connors without it.
¿Y qué para la chingada,
Tore
Joaquín?
through half the city.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Did you see what you did to the museum? I'm honestly surprised nobody got killed.
I'm not. And you know I had to cure him somehow. I mean, should I have just let him keep destroying things on his own?
That's not the... I'm gonna work here for the rest of the night. My muse for a new Jonah-proof article has finally struck. Maybe I'll have something to show you if you come back.
She had had enough.
What's gotten into her? Must be deadline stress. Some alone time should help. So in the meantime, let's see who we can help out here. We still haven't figured out who made that weird spider bot.
Scroll to teleport to Paris. Para que le metan a Joaquín la Torre Eiffel por el culo. La puta zancona.
Fish market folks involving a lizard? I gotta admit, I was really hoping that was one big bad who was firmly in the rear. But
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button.
lucky as ever that our
Prime
two
reported.
Spider-Men
High
were on
speech
site
ace.
safe day. Spider-Man the younger pulled some impressive water acrobatics along the way.
A la chingada, Joaquín.
Older, well, am I a broken record yet on this new black suit scares the bejesus out of me? I am, and it does. Come at me in the comments if you want, but I am putting it out there. This new black suit thing,
Triangle button. Create web line.
ain't no good. All right, kids, panic out.
La cabrona. Puta Rosalba, déjate de payasadas, cerda. Rosalba, déjate de payasadas, cabrona.
Hoping to give MJ some alone time, but I'm beat. Time to head home for a little rest.
A mí por más puerquito, ¿verdad? A mí por más puerquito. Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Forgot to wash the sheets.
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to ground. Resume. Vertical list.
Puta
1
culpa,
of
Rosalba.
9. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close.
But the rewind is a major mechanic baked into the game. Why do I, as the player, have to avoid using a mechanic in order to make the game more complex? That makes no sense. If I just find Mount Everest, someone else is with us, I'm
L2 button. Plus. R2 button. Zip to wall.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Resume. Vertical. Prime reported. Arms deal.
¡A la chingada, Joaquín!
L2 button, plus, R2 button, zip to ground.
¡Puta culpa, Rosalba!
Resume, quit, vertical.
¡Puta culpa, Rosalba!
New tracks and retro tracks are all mixed together in the touch for the most part. Your Grand Prix is going to be a bit
¡Puta
new.
culpa, Rosalba!
First time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. How's that like?
That's
The
the story
first
I
time in
was
the series,
telling
we found a
about.
way to turn the loading screen into
I
boring
wanted
and
to
not
get your
escape.
thoughts
All the fun
on
of driving on a highway.
¡Puta culpa, Rosalba!
Resume, skip.
La puta zancona. MJ.
R3 button, listen for enemies.
Nieto. Tu
R3
puta
button,
culpa,
listen for
Rosalba.
enemies.
Can't go out the windows.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Only shot.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Takedown.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Square button, takedown. Triangle button, open door.
They've got the front and back covered. Maybe I can go through the basement.
Triangle button,
Right
open
behind
door.
this door.
Triangle button, open door. Resume. Vertical set. Triangle button, open door.
Thank you.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Pete's workbench.
Triangle button,
Nieto.
search workbench.
Web shooters. Perfect.
Tantos putos años. A mí por más puerquito, ¿verdad? Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Left stick up, plus, R2 button, sprint.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Resume. Vertical.
But if you want your entire audience to feel like 3-year-olds listen to a pre-K teacher, you're doing a fantastic job.
Resume. Skip.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
MJ can use her web shooter to web hunters to the environment. When the reticle turns red,
MJ.
the target is in range. Press cross button to continue.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
If I don't find Pete before they do.
Square button, takedown.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Pete headed toward the next street over. Maybe I can cut through.
Hold L1 button, R1 button. Throw
Puta
distraction.
culpa, Rosalba. Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Square button, takedown. Triangle button, open door. Triangle button, open door. Resume. Vertical. Skip.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Pete's up ahead in that new construction.
Tu puta,
Square button,
tu puta
takedown.
culpa, Rosalba.
I think Pete went this way.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
I found her. Don't let her get away.
Square button, takedown.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Square button, takedown. Circle button.
Puta culpa, Rosalba.
Circle button, dodge into cover.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Oh, Pete's still
Triangle button,
behind me.
resume.
Tu puta
Triangle
culpa,
button,
Rosalba.
open door.
How do I get to that house?
The reporter! She's over here!
Square
Tantos
button,
putos años.
smash.
Puta culpa,
Square button.
Rosalba. Nieto. Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Square button, takedown. Square button, takedown.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba. La payasada es tú, Rosalba.
Square button, takedown. Square button, takedown. Square button. Takedown.
La A ver, es tú, Rosalba.
Get the reporter.
Square button. Takedown.
La payasada es tú, Rosalba.
Go. Left stick up plus.
La payasada eres tú, Rosalba. Puta madre, Rosalba. La chingada, Joaquín.
Resume. Skip.
La chingada, Joaquín.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. I think it has something to do with that suit.
Y por más puerquito,
It's
¿verdad?
called a symbiote, and it's an alien.
What? Like he's wearing an alien?
Just help him, Miles. Please.
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9. Cross button.
I'm on it, MJ. I'm on it.
I think the soul Mario Kart has had is just being turned into this weird missing a jump is part of the race, right? No one got a shortcut is the only chance.
L2 button.
Tu
Plus.
puta culpa,
R2 button.
Rosalba.
Zip to wall. Resume. Quick skip. Square button. Circle button. Dodge underway.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Are you sure it was at you?
Pretty sure.
Left
He
stick.
stopped
Target
outside
select.
Queensboro Tunnel. There are hunters everywhere.
We're heading over there now. Don't let the hunters chase him away again.
Resume. Vertical list. 1 of 9.
¿Qué
Cross
es
button.
esto?
Select. Circle button. Close.
No thanks. The freezing 2-month fight for me, please. How does it make sense to consciously avoid something that makes life so much easier? I already talked about graphics in my last video, but
Resume.
like, come on,
Vertical
look at
list.
this. This is
1
the next generation.
of
This is what's
9.
been cooking for
Cross
11 years.
button.
This is not a plan
Select.
about graphical power.
Circle
But
button.
rather the lack of effort
Close.
put into the aesthetic. You can have a game with very limited graphical output, but still make it look stunning on the hardware it's running on. Pixel art is the lowest level of graphical intensity, and you can still make a pixelated game look incredible. This is just a pathetic joke. As if Nintendo wants you to gawk at this third-party lineup of 5-year-old
Resume.
games, but won't go a
Vertical
step beyond the
list.
bare minimum when it
1
comes to their own
of
first-party
9.
releases.
Cross
A little
button.
improvement in texture
Select.
detail that is
Circle
in this game,
button.
maybe higher in
Close.
resolution than Mario Kart 8, but it most certainly is not even scraping the standards of today, and doesn't even attempt to push the Switch 2 to its graphical limits and take advantage of what is truthfully a significant upgrade. It literally just is the absolute bare minimum. I can't help but watch this footage and be disappointed when thinking back to how mind-blowing Mario Kart 8's graphical upgrade was. It very clearly took complete advantage of the Wii U's capabilities and with a confident slap in the face to consumers, letting you know that this is your next generation. This is what you're going to cough up $60 for. And now after Nintendo brags about the Switch 2's crazy
Resume.
power upgrades, they
Vertical
show us this.
list.
Like this is
1
anything
of
impressive. Much less than
9.
it being
Cross
unimpressive.
button.
It's just a sad waste of
Select.
potential, and
Circle
more importantly,
button.
lazy. So
Close.
you get this muddy, foggy, plain, uninspired looking pastelly, as basic as it gets cartoony art style. This is your upgrade, and this time around you're going to pay $80 fucking for it. In Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe, the game runs at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, which believe it or not is something
She had had enough.
but once you throw in more than 2 players, the frame rate noticeably gets kicked down to 30 FPS. Okay, whatever. I can believe that a Wii U and maybe even a Switch isn't capable of 60 FPS 4-player.
Tu puta culpa, Rosalba.
Here we are once again, and Nintendo proudly displays the frame rate going to complete shit the second that third player pops in. It was right there for you to see in the direct. Here we are 11 years since then in the year 2025, and here's what you got. Now, I am aware that last generation's consoles weren't capable of running most racing games at 60 FPS with 3 or more players either, but these games very
Resume.
Puta diosa,
Vertical list.
Rosalba.
1 of